In the top right side, we got a blue Protoss player. He is fighting for GGG SC2. Patience. God, I'm so awful at this type of stuff. Why am I so bad at this type of stuff? Liquipedia, help me please. I mean, Dream's from there as well. I should know this. I'm gonna be like, oh, right, of course. Oh, actually, I don't know this team. What in the world? This is new. 12-6. Is this a newly established team? Chinese team. Team earnings, $0 US. Created on December 6th. Okay, so now I know why I don't know them. It's good game gaming. Good game gaming. Alright, love it. Love it. Wonderful. So yeah, newly established team. Awesome, awesome. And apparently Patience is talking about a dog. What are they talking about? Hello. God. God? Dog? God? Hello? Or God? Okay. In the bottom left side, we got a red Terran player, also from Good Game Gaming. He is Dream. Doing the engineering bay block here, going full Bjorn on us, yeah. Full Bjorn is even out in the field. Dream already facilitating some beautiful plays popularized by Blonde Man. But yeah, he of course, he didn't invent it by any stretch of the imagination, but he did make it have a bit of a resurgence. He was going for it every single time. He was finding a lot of success with it. Now he's kind of just mixing it in now and again. Otherwise, people will just be able to blindly counter it, of course. Have a probe already in location. And then, you know, it's kind of pointless, really. It doesn't do that much if you don't get enough HP points on that engineering bay. Which kind of looked like a similar situation right now. Patience not really that much delayed. And maybe Dream more so delayed because of that. Those extra lost minerals. He had to invest those minerals. They were just sitting here for a little while. He had an SCV running all the way across the map that he normally wouldn't have. So yeah. Didn't have to, I suppose. You could still do the SCV scout. It's absolutely fine, but it's not entirely 100% necessary. Stargate, the Stargate play from Patience. It's always a fun little strategy, safe way to open in the PvT, and I do say I do like that quite a bit, considering what Terrans are really doing lately, right? You can kind of, whenever you're doubting or you're having a bet with somebody about what the Terran's going to be doing in the TVP situation, it's either going to be a Widowmine drop or a Hellion drop or harassment, or some form of a combination with that, and Marines maybe dropping somewhere else. It really is pretty much that at the moment as openings are concerned. We're seeing again here a couple of Hellions being constructed with a medevac. Looks like they do want to go to the same place. Single Hellion here looking for a bit of a scout. Did see that there's a pylon there, I suppose, but that's about it. It was a while ago since that got scouted. I think that was still the SCV scouting that one, actually. On the way back time. The SCV scouting. We've gone past that time period right now, and we've arrived at the Hellion harassments. Oh, alright, alright. So he's got 3 Hellions on the ground. The Hellion does, I mean, yeah, does get scouted there. Surprised he's kept that one Hellion at home for that long. Maybe he was trying to keep it hidden. I mean, that one Hellion on the ground there, kind of giving away, of course, that there is a secondary attempt. Oh, those Phoenixes already in position. That is rough. Okay, so already, look at that. Look at how good Phoenixes are at just stopping anything like this from happening. It's quite brutal. It's quite brutal. The Phoenixes do need to stay on top of things, though, of course. Not allowed to just kind of slack off here. Medevac picks up whatever it can and will get the heck out of there. See how much still gets killed off. Absolutely everything. Actually, absolutely everything, except for the Hellion. That's fair. Ooh, one more shot. Yeah, he does manage to get that. Nice bit of micro there from Dream. We'll be able to get some retaliation going. Somewhat of a revenge. Somewhat of a strike back into the heart of the Protoss right there. But so far, Patience looking really good, right? Didn't take any damage. Had a very clean trade over here. Just losing a single Phoenix for a medevac, 2 Hellions, and 9 Marines. I mean, what more can you ask right here? Suppose maybe your opponent accidentally not mining or something like that, but that's about it. And those requests are most likely not coming through, so not coming true through the through the StarCraft 2. Okay, let's. Where will we be taking this? There's a Raven on the way here for Dream. I doubt he's going to make any more than just a single one. Could be pretty good. Of course, the Raven, vulnerable to the Phoenixes, but the very common follow-up for the Phoenixes is the Colossus play here. Which is Stat B in Patience's plan as well. And that Raven, of course, quite the tool if you want to try and get rid of your opponent's Colossi, at least for a single fight, right? Can just disable them, get the heck out of dodge. Oh, that is rough. He's not going to be able to land the command center, is he? I don't think he will be able to. Will he? No. Oh, wow, that works? That's very close. Surprised, actually, that works. Unless if it's placed suboptimally. That could be the case, actually. It's not in the circle, is it? Yep. Okay, yeah, you had to replace it. Alright, fair enough. Slight delay there. It's always fun. Status traps, man. I love status traps. Such a good ability in the game. Such a make or break kind of spell. Gonna put up a couple more. Well, he's also keeping tabs on the left side of the map here. Look at this vision that Patience is acquiring. Does not want to get blindsided by some sort of a Terran push that's suddenly in an optimal position for pushing. As the 4th Nexus goes down for Patience as well. How many Phoenixes did we go up to here? 5 Phoenixes only. And, well, I guess he lost 1, right? So, yeah, so 6 Phoenixes. Not sure if he wanted to get 6 or he went up to 5 and then he lost 1 and he thought, let me remake one. Actually, this is a bit of a shame. I'm sorry? Patience? Patience? It's not the right form of patience we need to have there. I mean, it's one thing to have patience with your enemy, but to just kind of sit there and take the, let them kill you. Showing patience and restraint in, you know, kind of to be like, yeah, it's alright. Maybe he'll forgive me at some point. Maybe they'll stop shooting. Maybe they'll run out of bullets, right? As long as we're patient. But it's not the right type. So anyway, losing all those Phoenixes there does allow Dream now to be a bit more aggressive with the medevacs, right? There's not that much anymore in the sky that really can deal with him. And see this coming in. I suppose he still has an Oracle, a couple of... actually, only a single observer here. It's out on the map. So, do we have an armory already? Yes, we do. This could be a problem, unless if there's cannons. Okay, yeah, there are cannons available. That is good. Alright, so, big fight here, or at least a big poke from those Colossi. As the drop is coming into the main base. The Widowmines are very good here. Very good. The shield battery overcharge, though, a little bit better. We'll be able to keep those zealots alive there. Some lone High Templar lost his way back home and did get taken out by the small pack of bio there as well. The gun squadron did take him out. Did not just let him be there. Moving in. This base could be... Well, I think that's pretty safe, right? Not that much there for Dream. I think this place over here is in a bit more trouble. Already shutting down that fifth base that was trying to be constructed. The army of Dream here will just be able to kite towards the left side and pull apart the Protoss army. It's not that much of a Protoss army here now. Did he send too much away the other side? Now with the Warp Prism there and the Colossi Micro, that does seem to be okay. The army over here on the right side, though, did manage to get rid of that Nexus. It's always hard to see where we're supposed to look when there's two battles going on at the same time. Trying to get something to work out in his favor. A lot of units here actually gonna commit to the high ground. Bit surprised he dropped it again. We'll be running away now. Dream reassembling his forces here on the left side as well. Look at those ghosts. Ghosts need to EMP. Do not quite manage to. Interference Matrix. Is that still the same Raven? Yes, it is. That is thoroughly impressive. Did he just pull Widowmine shots into the bio with a Colossus? That is really cool. I don't know if it's worth it, but that is very cool because the Colossi, of course, walks over the bio units, and then, I mean, that's ultimate splash damage, isn't it? It's like, well, it's still better to do it with an hallucinated Phoenix, I'd say, but, you know, improvise, adapt, and overcome, I suppose. Alright, my Colossus can't do anything. Let me just try to figure out a way where it can still do something. So how did the trade go really in total there? We have, well, it's very similar actually, you know, in the resources lost tab. And Patience has been losing bases, so it's also been losing probes here and there. How many probes? 15. It's not too many, but it's definitely put him on the back foot here, economically speaking. Another slight drop here, trying to get as many units as they can before they will be forced away from this location. Or just into the grave. That is the alternative. Alright. Patience still has a good army though, right? That is definitely something to look out for. Still able to pick off some valuable units here of Dream now and again. Moving in. He's got a big concave here for Dream. Will he be able to make use of it? Not sure if he wants to fight on this ramp here though, Patience that is. He's doing alright though. It's a big army. Anti-armor missile and the EMPs. Are they going to be enough here to hold back this Protoss army? It does not look like it's the case. A lot of the bio here for Dream still very much stacked up onto one another. So those Colossi are doing immense amounts of AoE damage and really destroying the Terran army quite a bit quicker than it's supposed to. Widowmine could be big. Okay, no, well, gets the Colossi, I suppose. One of them. Things still going a bit into the bad situation, the bad StarCraft 2 for Dream here. And he needs to get rid of this entire army here. Needs to get the kill on this entire army. Cannot allow this to just move away now. After taking out, well, 37 workers. And forcing a lot of mining to be missed here. I suppose that is not as bad as the 37 workers going down, but still. Widowmines. Well done there by Patience. Just kind of getting whatever he can, realizing, you know what, you're not going to push into me here. You're not going to try to get up onto this ramp. I can just zap away with my two Colossi. Absolutely fine. No problem whatsoever. There's no Vikings here, really, to punish this. So it's a good call. It's a good call. Alright, another position here. Trying to get rid of the Liberators as quickly as possible. I think Patience may have done it, perhaps. Well, actually, the reinforcements here for Dream. Look at how much more efficient those Terran units are when they're not really clumped up next to one another. They do tend to trade a lot better. The Patience still continuing onwards with this attack, committing fully. The three Colossi still going strong. Not many units really were able to get on top of those. Now it's just a single Liberator and a single Ghost, single Widow Mine. The Widow Mine is not even able to get its shots off onto the right targets. Good bit of Warp Prism micro right there. Once again, and Patience, yeah, he should be able to just push on in here, get on top of the production, and take game number 1, I would say, right? How are you gonna fix this? How are you gonna fix this, Sir Dream? I don't think you will, Dream. I'm sorry to say it, sir, but this is gone and done. The super dead, as they call it. Muy dead. This went extinct a long time ago. He went the way of the dodo. Oh. Going for a drop here. Planetary Fortress goes down as well. I mean, there's still another base on the bottom right side, but I mean, yeah, this is just rough, right? More of his units go down. EMPs here are okay. Liberator gets some shots off. Widow Mine is good, but still, it's not going to be enough here. That is the scary part, right? Oh, he didn't even get it. Are you oh, 1 HP. Patience having a wonderful game right now. He's looking very dominating. Very dominant. It looks like he's very much into dominating his opponents right here. And Dream, unfortunately for him, it's happening to him, so there isn't much to say about it. Alright, gets another Nexus. It's something. Trying to trade against those units over here. Trying to get the kill on the other Nexus over on the right side as well. Is there still a way for Dream to win this? I mean, is there still a way? Trying to think of it. I mean, he still has 80 army supply, right? He did just deal quite a bit of economic damage as well to his opponents. How many orbitals do we have? We have 3, so that is at least something muling-wise, but I don't know. There's quite a big disparity there in the supply. To be fair, most of it is in probes, and a lot of those probes not really mining efficiently here. All right, here we are. Another attempt to finish it off from Patience. I think this could be a really good one, actually. I think this might be the attempt. Dream, of course, not giving up just quite yet. We'll be pushing in on the right side here as well. It's just a single Warp Prism in the main base. I mean, another one does fall, another command center.
Your base is under attack. Stay cool.
Patience just doesn't know about this one base that is still mining, actually. That could come to nip him in the butt here. That could be a problem, because he's losing his own bases that are mining still, right? Ooh, but getting medefacts filled with units, that's always a good thing, especially in situations where everybody is low on the eco. Needs to get this base. Yeah, it's a kill. No cancel. Patience got himself in a bit of a struggle here. Funnily enough, he's got 45 workers, but I feel like the economy actually in Dream's favor with 12 workers. That is a bit ridiculous. Gets the Warp Prism. And Patience not quite ready to give up just yet again here. I mean, the overall difference in supply percentage-wise is seeming to go further in Patience's favor, but again, right, most of that in the worker count. And those workers not really mining optimally, so they're taking a long walk to get all the money that they want. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. That is so funny. Dream now being ahead still on the income advantage. Very odd indeed. Patience making another Nexus here. Was that a good call? I don't know. I think maybe over here would have been the better Nexus to take, right? It's a bit easier for your army to just be over here and then move between these two places instead of like moving in between this place and this place, right? Easier to get this multi-pronged harassment going in the Terran's favor. Couple of units here being called out by the Stalkers. That Stalkers definitely trading quite nicely. Good target fire from Dream, but not sure if that will be enough. It's a bit of a weird assembly of units here for Patience in the middle of the map. I mean, with a good engagement here from Dream, if he has his units nice and spread out, he should be able to get the kill on all those units, actually. Oh, the swipe here. Oh, can he get it? No. Okay. Oh, that was about to be so many dead SCVs. He doesn't have any anymore, so here we are coming in. The Marine squad stocked on top of one another. Yeah, that's not going to work. GG is called. Patience taking the first game there. Finally still. Although, you know what? Dream made it quite a show still, right? With the resources that he still had left, he definitely made Patience struggle. He definitely made him struggle quite a bit. Alright. Alright, game number 2. Do I have the information which I require? Yes, I do, actually. Map number 2 will be Romanticide. Map number 3 will be Lightshade. Map number 4 will be Oxide. And 5 will be Juggernaut. Alright. Right, so Romanticide, right? Romanticide. Who picked Romanticide anyway? It was Patience. Patience picking Romanticide here. So the previous map was Dream's choice, Pillars of Gold. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Doesn't always say everything though, of course. Map number 2. Let's see if Dream once again tries to hold on for as long. Or if he's actually going to be able to take the upper hand here, right? Could happen. Could happen. So to play for these new team members of one another. In the top left side, the blue Brodos. He is from Good Gaming Games. Good Game Gaming, that's the one. Good Gaming Games. The Good Gaming Gamer boys. He is Patience. Oh, that is the wrong button. Patience. There we go. And the Good Gamer boys also in the bottom right side. The red Terran player. He is Dream. Gotta hand it to Dream, right? Being able to make it so incredibly close, that one. Still, I had wrote him up for being dead quite a while ago. And yeah, he was taking out bases, he was getting Nexus kills. Couple better trades perhaps, and that would have been his game, right? He just kind of fell too far behind on the overall technology in the army composition that is available. He didn't have that many Liberators, never really got to an impressive amount. Not even sure if he ever got to Liberator range, nor did he ever get up to a scary amount of Vikings. Now, maybe he just prefers to go Liberators instead of Vikings. That could be the case, of course. Some people just do. And it's a very valid thing to do as well, right? Because, well, the Liberators, they don't just shoot the Colossi, they shoot pretty much everything. They're good against Disruptors as well. And I suppose they're not the best without the range against Colossi and such, right? Colossi still being able to kind of poke away at anything that is underneath it. Then, you know, you need to move backwards with your bio, and all of a sudden the Stalkers can just kind of free to blink forwards, get rid of the Liberators, and yeah, it's a tough situation in that sense. So maybe a bit of a combination of the two, right? A couple of Vikings, a couple of Liberators. Maybe that is the way to do it. It's hard to say. So then maybe you won't have enough stuff on the ground anymore. It's a delicate balance that you have to walk. Alright, Dream going for a very quick third command center, actually. Look at that. That is rather ridiculous. Wondering if he's going to go for the triple barracks play with this as well. He did get himself the refinery here, so allowing him now to make the reactor and get 2 marines at the same time. Whereas Patience is going for the Twilight Council. So, looks like another one of the safe openings here. Where's the other barracks? There it is. Alright, so 2 barracks right now. Are we going to get a third? That is the question. I would assume so, right? We can go 2-1-1 as well, but the 3 into the 1-1 is pretty good as well. I like how Dream is already setting up a bit of a trap here, trying to ensure that if there is a single adept or something like that coming through, he'll get the upper hand here. Now getting a bit finicky about it, because he's like, well, you know what if it isn't an adept that is coming through first? What if it's an oracle or like something that flies, and I just have all my marines in a little bush somewhere in the middle of the map? That could be a problem as well, right? That is... I think Dream was a bit suspicious there. I'm not sure. Was he? Did he actually think like, oh right, that's game or what? Interesting. Anyway, third base here for Patience as well. I think it was because his third base got scouted, perhaps. Maybe that's the reason why. There's the third barracks, but the factory before the third barracks, so maybe he'll wait for some overall tactical units before he moves out with all those marines. Could be the case. We'll have Stimpack and +1 attack nicely lined up here, though. Right, they will be coming in around at the same time. We'll still be going for the mainly marine push. This is rough.
Paused.
Oh boy. I hope it's not me. Usually it's not me. I think all my internet things are looking good. I always have a quick look around. Looks pretty fine. There's no Stimpack just quite yet. It's still 12 seconds off. He's already taking this fight here with the Stalker, so he's losing a lot of his Marines, and this is actually costing him quite badly. There we go. Finally has it now, so he will be able to take this, but... oh, that is so rough. That is so rough. That was a very poor execution right there. Just going in here before the Stimpack was done, and... oh, that is... I'm sorry, that is inexcusable for somebody of his level, right? That is just not done. So many different things he could have done there that would have been a lot better. Mainly just kind of not not running in without Stim, probably being the first step right there. Never seen 4 Marines chase off 6 Stalkers before. Right, have some reinforcements now. Patience does seem a little bit slow as well with the overall like adjustments. Whenever his units on the map are being attacked. I don't know. Blink, there it is. Right, is it just me or is Patience? Because it happens as well with the Phoenixes in here as well. He kind of lost those Stalkers quite early on, I think. I'm not sure. Is that just something mini-map awareness related, or maybe he just thinks there's other things that take priority? Could be the case as well. 2 medefacts. Look at this, because he seems pretty aware of the minimap. He's got the Stalkers being warped in right now. Maybe it's just unfortunate, right? It happens sometimes, and then having it happen twice in a row here today, who knows? That could be the case as well. I mean, it's not the biggest of chances, but... oh well. Oh, that's such an awkward place. Doesn't have that many siege tanks nor really bio units here to reinforce this. Looking for the medefacts, but there's quite a couple of Stalkers here. Alright, siege tank, let's take a look. You got some pretty significant radius here. Ooh, the drop actually does manage to get into the natural base. The other drop over here already cleaned up. This drop right now looks like that is going to be cleaned up as well. Well, although, you know, the stock is still taking a little bit of a beating. One medevac does manage to get away with all of the Marauders. I like that, actually. Prioritizing the Marauders instead of just grabbing whatever he can and getting out of there. It's actually a slight thing there that can help out quite a bit, right? Marauders just a lot more expensive. It's a shame he lets them die now. That is, that is unfortunate. But yeah. Alright, in the middle. Probably don't want to take this fight just quite yet. Patience. I'm thinking, like, there's no reason for him to, right? He can just wait for Dream to try and push into him. Sorry? What? What? And now he's dropping everything. Okay. Fair enough. You are being watched quite a bit here. There's quite a lot of observers everywhere. Not gonna grab that one, unfortunately. Moving back to the left. Actually, just out of... trying to stay out of sight now. Such a weird little battlefield position. Alright, 2 groups of units on both sides. Colossi and Zealots on the right, the Stalkers on the left. Like that mix up because, well, he knows that the medefacts were picking up units here. This could be a massive interception, guys. He's already going for it. He knows it's on the way. Alright, the dropping of the units did occur in time. Just barely, though, so he will be able to get rid of some of those Stalkers. Luckily for him. The attack on the right side is finding some opportunity as well here. We'll be able to trade okay against just a pure Zealot Colossus, but another massive warp in right there. Kind of stopping that from occurring. Dream. Needs to be careful as well. Those Colossi, they are doing a lot of AoE damage to him. It's me a bit worried, but you know what? +2/+2 about to finish up for both these players as well. Stream is getting himself a 4th base. 5th base is being established here by Patience. It's surprising that Dream didn't try to keep up with that base advantage here. We'll be trying his luck on this side right now. The Vikings do pretty darn well against the... oh, Widowmine dropping on top of the other units here. That is always very cool to see. Look at that. Massive damage immediately. A lot of burst coming through. Bit of a counter-attack on the other side. A couple of Zealots here, but an F2 maneuver perhaps. Kind of pulling everything backwards. Patience needs all hands on deck as the Marauder Marine Ball kind of steam-rolling through right now. Zealot harassment continues onwards, but there is a good force of bio this time around to stop that. Alright, suddenly we have a bit of a role reversal, right? Instead of game number 1 where Patience was leading in supply, was leading with bases, this time around Dream suddenly finding himself in that position. Now, a couple of these maneuvers that he is doing still got me a little bit worried, right? Just filling up 4 medevacs of units and putting it somewhere on the map. It's still a bit scary, but so far he hasn't lost any of them just quite yet, so it's not been punished for it. But something like such a punishment, of course, could be Could be game-changing here, back into Patient's favor. Or it could just be the final nail in the coffin that Dream is looking for. Alright, well, here we go. That's a lot of Stalkers. I really hope he scans. I really do hope he scans before he flies in here. Zealots on the right side. Getting spotted and kind of withheld from being able to do any aggression. Okay. Let's take a look at the income graph. Slightly in favor here of the Terran. And the income trade here very much in favor for the Terran as well. Can you watch this VOD somewhere afterwards? You can watch it either here or on the ITaX YouTube as well. ITaX SC2, it should be on YouTube as well. Sorry, a little plug there in between the game. We got, well, this batch of units definitely not finding a lot of success here. Need to group up with the rest of their buddies. Marauders do such little damage against Zealots, so that is always a problem. You need to have those Marines there to really combat the Zealots. The rest of the Protoss force doesn't do as well against them, but the Zealots in particular, definitely a character that you need to take into account when trying to combat this type of scenario. Oh, disruptor shots. Getting quite a couple of connections here, and there's just not enough bio left remaining now to really make anything happen here. Dream suddenly taking a very, very bad fight. Will he be able to still keep Patience inside of his own base for long enough to recuperate his own forces? Losing a matter of fact that filled with units as well. Never a good thing. Don't think you need me to tell you that. Yeah, suddenly 100 army supply here for Patience. Only 78 for Dream. It's still a bit similar as we saw with the role reversal then, of course, in game number 1. But still, I think Patience here a bit in a better shape than Dream was in game number 1. In comparison to their opponents, of course. Dream has shown, though, that he's quite able to deal with this bit of the game. Even when he is behind. Oh, that is rough. There's a lot of ghosts going down. Planetary Fortress here. Is that going to be enough repair? Oh, I think it will be. A lot of the SCVs are going down, but that's a big chunk of army as well getting destroyed. Is it actually getting destroyed? No, it's not. Oh, that is it. That's GG right then and there. Patience are really committing for that planetary. He's like, you know what, this is how you kind of made it. Still very difficult for me. Let me try to do the same, but repair is so incredibly tough. So incredibly strong of an ability, isn't it? And planetaries too, of course. They pack quite the punch. The wallop. The wallop on the Protoss forces right there. Well done by our Terran player. Tying it up. Also, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Trovo series, where we have 2 best of 5s and a best of 7 to finish it off between the winners. There's the Mecherino page. I'm Kozan. I'm a caster for ITaX, and yeah, I do a lot of stuff for them. I do a lot of stuff on this channel as well. So if you like StarCraft 2, if you'd like to see more of that type of stuff here, definitely, you know what, it would be greatly appreciated if you press that follow button, or make an account and then press the follow button, it would help me out immensely. So yeah, would be much appreciated. All right, anyway, continuing onwards. Game number 3. We'll have to see what happens with the mind game here, right? I'll definitely have to look into that, because the first game, Dream playing it rather safe overall, doing a very standard kind of harassment-orientated Terran opening, which is like run-of-the-mill, which is why all the Protoss right now are doing the Blink or Phoenix openings, because that is what you do against this type of stuff. Just followed. Much appreciated, man. Good. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff on that YouTube channel. But as I was saying, right, so Patience going for the anti-harassment type of play. And Dream then straight up afterwards in game number 2, kind of swinging the wheel the entire way around, going in an opposite direction. Making a U-turn, basically, going for the macro play. Very quick third command center straight after the initial barracks, right? He only had a single barracks and then he went for that command center. Incredibly greedy, a bit of a gamble, right? If there is something like a max specs build going on the map, or a proxy starports, or stargates is what I mean. That could cause a lot of trouble, and that could have been his downfall. But you know what? Sometimes you gamble, and sometimes it pays off. In the bottom right side, we got a blue Protoss from the good guy gamer man people. He is Patience. Good game gaming guys. In the top left side, we got ourselves a red Terran. He is also from the guy gamers, the good ones, and you know what I mean. He is Dream. It's a new team, in case you're wondering. Good game gaming. That's the official terminology, but I'll be butchering that continuously just for my own amusement. Just because, you know, that is what I find thoroughly funny. It's how I amuse myself doing these things. It does sound wrong, doesn't it? This is... Well, you know, it's how I keep myself busy, in a way. No, that's a fetish, of course. That is what I'm trying to avoid here. That your mind goes that way. That's not at all where I want you to go with your mind. That is really not doing myself any favors here. Right. Well, regardless, I mean, we'll just talk about the game, shall we? We'll just continue on. It's about just looking at things here. Look at this SCV kind of. Not even being slowed down by this immense thick grass here. You can't see through it. You can't see anything behind it, but the units aren't slowed down trying to go through it. Is that realistic? I think so, because, well, they are in a exosuit, after all, right? You shouldn't really be slowed down, but at the same time, how is this graph still just perfect, right? Should be a hole right here now. Very interesting. Most likely DT builds then, right? It's cool to see this. Bunker should be finishing up momentarily. Depth and Reaper here. Oh, this could be close. Okay, yeah, there we go. Did manage to gain access there. Shooting the SCV instead of the Reaper. I wonder if that was worth it. Maybe the Reaper would have been able to juke it out of there, but... still... Another very quick third command center here for Dream. And this is where the punishment comes, right? Patience. Looks like he's also committing to doing something a little bit different here. Pew, pew, pew. That's the sound of the Reaper. Anyway, it's gonna be Blink. I really was anticipating DTs here, right? With that positioning, but it will just be a straight up Blink play. Interesting. It's gonna add like more gateways here. This seems like such a weird kind of overall place to put it. Huh, in a Robo. No, wait, it's a gateway. Robo is in the main base. There you go. Robo does get scouted. If he clicked on it. If he did manage to get the click. If he did manage to click it. It was a very short period of time after all. The Robo here doesn't tell you everything overall either, does it? Could still be DT. Could still be Blink. Could be even, like, sometimes we see Adept Glaives. Sometimes we see a massive wave of charge slots as well. I have seen it. Alright, in come the Stalkers. The first is a couple of Stalkers. There's only 4 gateways here. Bit more committed than the 3, but it is only 4. Let's see, 7 Stalkers assembling. It's going to be going up to 10, in fact. We need a very quick repair on that bunker. Alright, already SCVs being pulled, and SCVs being targeted down. Nice micro here from Patience. I don't think he lost a single Stalker just quite yet. Getting 5 workers. Pretty good indeed. Alright, now looking for that main base here. The blink forwards. There we go, there's a bunker there as well, but the Stalkers, they don't seem to mind that much. So there's no siege tank here to provide covering fire. The siege tank on the low ground is trying to come in. Immediately jumped upon. Only getting 1 or 2 shots off. The bunkers empty out as well. This is starting to get a bit rough here. A lot of things going bad for Dream at this point in time. This is the scary part by going the triple command center, of course. Otherwise, there would have been 2 siege tanks. Would have had a siege tank in the main base as well. And things would have been different. But right here, right now, this is just quite the predicament that Dream is finding himself with. Losing a lot of those workers. He still has a lot of workers left. So, if he does manage to hold on here, if he manages to win with the 3cc, he may still be okay, but he cannot afford to let this steamroll, of course. Let's just continue onwards. Another siege tank here, perhaps just let it be on the ramp there. So many of his units getting picked off the moment they kind of step out of position here. Quick repositioning on that siege tank, putting it a further bit into range of the main base. There we go, good shot right there. The Stalker's smart enough not to keep in that location, of course. Siege tank pickup. Reposition. So, such an aggressive blink. Very much worth it, though. As stuff is going down, I think we may have had ourselves a steamroll. GG is called. Patience. Getting the W here. Quite something. Good to see alternatives to Twitch. Yeah, I do like it when there's a bit of competition between companies. You know, it's always better for the market and better for the consumer as well. Otherwise, instead of trying to compete with our opponent and driving people towards their markets, right, it is just them trying to figure out how they can profit the most of their viewers. I mean, just for example, quite an easy example to make. Mid-roll ads, right? Mid-roll ads. In between the stream, just in the middle of them, randomly, Twitch is like sometimes, alright, well, here you go. Have an ad, everybody. You mean Cyril and Rainer are playing the finals? Who cares? Who cares? Here you go. Have an ad. Now, I know it's not on every channel for some reason, but it is just so much more relaxing here on Trovo to not be that much in trouble for it, you know. It's a lot more relaxing of an experience streaming here rather than Twitch, where you continuously have to keep in mind, alright, I need to run ads at certain points, otherwise then the games are going to be ruined for everyone. So yeah, you know what, that alone already, it's a good reason to kind of stick on here. That and you know, they're actually helping us out with these types of events, right? They're actually putting money into the StarCraft 2 scene, so another good reason to give them my full support. Anyway, here we go. Game number 4. In the bottom left side of the map, we got a good guy, gamer guy. Boy, he is Patience. He's Protoss. He's blue. He's Patience. Top right side, the good guy, gamer guy as well. He is Good Game Gaming's Dream. Alright, I would doubt it if Dream's gonna be the greedy man he was the previous game again. Did get quite heavily punished. Fairly certain Bjorn would have found a way to save it, though, for somehow, some way. Not entirely sure how, but you get this feeling, right? It's like, alright, well, Bjorn would have found a way. He would have done alright for himself. Maybe that's just my biases coming in. Who knows? Who knows? The Cybercore here before the Nexus. So playing it safe by patience, we'll be able to get that tech tree unlocked a little bit quicker than otherwise. And Dream, this is the moment of truth, is going for a reactor on the barracks. Is he saving up for another command center now? I don't think he will, right? Yeah, there's another barracks, okay. Could try to do the third command center now. With the double barracks, you're going to be able to get yourself the tech lab a bit earlier. And get those units out a bit earlier as well. Couple more, of course, in case of a 4-gate blink attack. Twilight Council for patience. We still haven't seen any DTs from him, so maybe this will be the time. But then again, I mean, the blink stocks have been working out really well for him. Does he really want to bank it on something such as a DT attack? Alright. Oh, there is that third CC again. There is that blink again. With, actually, let's take a look. Okay, just 3 gateways so far. 4th could still be on the way, though. Could still be in the cards for a later point in time. All Patience is just not anticipating his opponent to try out getting a 3rd CC anymore, right? After how heavily you punish somebody doing something like that, you're not going to be sitting there thinking to yourself, alright, yeah, he's probably going to do that again, is he? No, sir. That is not the first thing that jumps into your mind. As Dream is looking for any opportunity here to get a good scout off. Maybe find a proxy or something like that, it seems. To get that orbital going. So, Patience. Patience, yeah, just going for the blink. Is there already a 4th gateway? This is the 4th gateway, it seems. So I would be surprised if he doesn't get aggressive with this once again. How many stocks do we have? We have only 3 available at a time. It's a bit less than we had before, but he's got an adept with it also. A few Marines here, actually. 4 Marines. Interesting. The quadruplets moving out. Oh, the bunker not quite ready yet. Needs to have that be completed as quickly as possible. The SCV not participating in making that bunker. Stim is ready though. That is because of that quicker second barracks that allows you to get that stim a lot quicker here. The Stalker's now going to be running back and forth. Dream's going to have a rough time kind of figuring out which way the Stalkers are planning to go. The 4 Marines on the other side of the map did run into a bit of a problem. A shield battery with a Stalker right there, so not finding what they are looking for, unfortunately. Let's see. Patience. Patience aiming for the main base now. Patience looking for the harassments onto the main mineral fields. Observer does get taken out, so that becomes a lot more difficult now for Patience to find out where the army of Dream is. Becomes harder to punish any movement or movement management mistakes. 3rd base here for Patience already in production as well, though you know what, the 3rd base for Dream has been mining has been making mining units for a while now. Full Marines will be taking a gander, but yeah, already it seems so much more relaxing for Dream here than in the previous game, right? One extra barracks and all of the problems that he had the previous time suddenly kind of evaporating before his eyes. He did see the third base being constructed, so he knows it's not likely that there's a massive 2-base all-in coming in with a third base on the way. Alright. Charge and Archons is going to be the next step here for Patience, it would seem. It's not a bad step, right? Can be very strong. Has a bit of a drop-off period of after about the 160-ish supply, I'd say, but in these earlier parts of the game, incredibly tough to deal with for the Terran. So far doing okay though. Running back up the hill. Another stim actually putting a lot of his units into the orange right now. Okay, does deal with all the zealots. I think, yeah, he should be able to hold his own here. Don't think Dream is going to go anywhere from a push like this. Gotta be careful of those Archons. If he gets the other Archon as well, that would be really nice. Needs to target it down. It really is just on a slightly almost dead bit of HP. Okay. Almost getting that third base. That would have been a really good pick-off there, of course, but not quite being able to make it happen. Storm. Storm is the next step here for Patience. Okay, okay, I can see that. That's fair. That's an alright step. Already getting a couple of High Templars here. And more Zealots. Dream still looking to take the fight, it seems. Could be pretty good. Okay, the Widowmines did get taken out before they could do anything, though. Oh, those force fields. Those force fields quite immaculate. There's the Storm as well, landing quite nicely. Widowmines finally participating in the battle here. Trying to target down the Warp Prism before the Warp-in could be completed, but not quite being able to do so. More Widowmine shots helping out a little bit here, but the bio units are ever so low. They keep shrinking in size here, but with the pooled SCVs, it looks like they will be able to hold their own for now. Once again, GG is called actually. Patience tapping out, really looking to finish it off with that then and there. Not quite being able to find it. Never made any upgrades either, of course, guys. He was not planning to have that go into the late game here. Good place there from Dream. We'll be able to tie it up 2-2. The next one will be for all the marbles then, it seems. So to see who is going to be fighting against, well, either Armani or Bjorn, of course. Waiting for the invite. That previous game was quite interesting actually, because, well, we saw kind of Patience going for a similar thing as he did in game number 3. Yeah, it went completely different. A couple of reasons why I would say is that Patience, it felt like he had less Stalkers initially, right? And those initial, like, he had like 10 Stalkers that first wave in What was it? I think it was... How's the map called again? Lightshade? Lightshade? Is that light? Am I crazy? It's Lightshade, right? Anyway. Why do I feel like that's wrong? Yeah, it's right. It's right, Kozen. You're right. It's absolutely fine. Yeah, you had more Stalkers initially. There was only a single barracks before the other command center, which means that the stim is late, Marauders are late, and the Marauders and the stim, of course, two crucial things in order to actually deal with the Stalkers. I got a bit worried because his bunker wasn't completed, so, you know, it's taking one advantage, but then kind of missing another advantage that he could possibly have in a moment like that. So I thought there was an opportunity there for Patience once again because of this, but Patience kind of missing the ball there. Not quite being able to make it work. Alright guys, here we go. Game number 4. Yeah, it's 4. Ace match. We've gone all the way. And we have arrived in the final game for the two players here. The best of 5, one of them will be kicked out. The other is going to be going up against Bjorn or Romani. Will it be the Good Gaming Guys group of gamers? Blue Protoss in the bottom left side, Mr. Patience. Or will it be the Graceful Gamers Good in Guy and Gaming? He is the red. Terran, he is Dream. How to just absolutely butcher a team name. That is it's a fun one though. These Chinese teams, they keep coming up with some pretty fun stuff. Bring joy back into StarCraft. Keep that money going into StarCraft as well, of course. Oh. Little probe shindig going on here. Regenerating those shields, always nice. Okay. And so we're off. The race has begun. Both players in their respective shells so far still. Contemplating as to what their next step will be. Dream this time around. Not going for a second barracks. We'll go for the factory play once again. Fairly certain this is how he opens up game number 1. Game number 1 though, he didn't put the factory this close to the barracks. This kind of makes me think he wants to go for reacted Hellions, right? Could be Widowmines as well, but I'm assuming he's going to use that gas for a starport and then straight into a medevac. That's what I'm assuming. Could also be, of course, that, you know, a Liberator from the back and then Hellions from the front. Something like that could be happening also. It's hard to say. No safety bunker, by the way, guys. That is also a thing here worth noting. Patience, though, went for the sentry first, so he's not really in a position to punish this. Which is a bit of a shame. Bit of a shame. You are expecting your opponent to continuously grab those safety bunkers, though, so... With a mine playstyle will be coming out here for Dream. Only actually making... Did he only make 2 Hellions? Yeah, he did. So where is the other one? There's one here and there's one here. Alright, they're just looking around, checking for proxies. Oracle here. Dream still just kind of trying to chase after it. I hope he realizes that it is an hallucinated Oracle. Oh, even going for the armory right now. Okay, so armory for Widowmine drop. It's going to be difficult to get the scout off on this. Especially because we have a Twilight Council opening there. It's already a robo on the way, but it's going to take a while before that robo is done. And before there's an observer out. Although, you know what, that armory is still a little bit off as well. I hope that is going to time out correctly with the medevac here. I mean, we've already seen Dream miss a timing already, of course. Going in with all his marines about 10 seconds before Stimpack is done. Okay, Hellions at the front, kind of casting a fuzz. How far? Okay, armory is done. That's good. Okay, 5 workers already. That's good. Going into the main base right now. Kind of disturbing moments here for the Protoss. Losing 3 more workers. Not bad. Not bad at all. And there is the observer now. Finally, will be coming in. Gets rid of all the Widow Mines there. The pesky Widow Mines. But definitely worth it, right? 8 probes for 2 Widow Mines. Good trade. Good trade. You can take every single day. Every single time. Any hour on the clock, you'll be able to say, like, alright, well, that is a nice trade. Unless if the 2 Widow Mines is all you have and your opponent has 200 probes. May want to get a couple more, but other than that, you know, it's not a bad trade. I don't know why I'm trying to contradict myself or trying to find a way where it would not be a good trade. More Widow Mine harassments here. Pretty good. He finds 1 probe at the moment. Gets 2 there and into the simulator. Unfortunate. So yeah, only 3 workers here going down. Another drop on the left side. Looks like that did get pushed backwards. That was the one with the 2 Hellions in there as well. And more Widow Mines. Just more and more Widow Mines. Every which way you can see there will be medevacs flying around with what seems to be Widow Mines in them. Or just returning from having put Widow Mines everywhere. Nilly-willy. Okay, Stalker aggression coming across. Dream, of course, doesn't have that much on the ground here because, well, most of his forces are in the most of his army supplies in the Widow Mines right now. Coming in through the bottom, 1 Widow Mine on the mineral patches here. Recall is forced. Widow Mine still going to be able to get on the ground. Will they be able to burrow? Just one of them manages to. 6 kills right there, but losing the medevac, losing all of these Widow Mines as well. Actually, only getting 5 over here. 1 probe kill did happen on the other side also. And more Widow Mine drops. Just more Widow Mine drops. Drop mines every day. Drop mines every day. It's like the Snoop Dogg of Widow Mines here. Oh, hallucinated Phoenix. Yeah, does manage to get that scout. It's only sentries here, though. So that's always rough. 2 medevacs on the left side do manage to squeeze on by just barely. Will they, though? Will they, though? Oh, well, one of them won't. More Widow Mines. Look at that. 3 more probe kills. Units for Dream kind of collecting themselves in the middle right now. Bye-bye, Widow Mines. Upgrade-wise, kind of liking where we're headed here for Dream. He does have the double production going. Patience still in the single forge. Not sure for how much longer. Could be that there's some disparity, bit of a difference. Disparity? Disparity. I don't know. I get it. kind of coming in between these two. Only the first best of 5 so far, but these guys are making it one hell of a show. That is no doubt about that.
That mineral field's gone.
Oh, well, apparently.
Looks like we're going to the late game.
Apparently, Dream also somebody that. No wait, actually, Patience somebody that likes to use Diva here as a commentator. I would say it seems to be the most popular amongst all the pro gamers. Wooden Mines are gonna have to be just left stranded here. Another attack coming in from the front side though. That may be enough here to give an opportunity for the drop on the left side to either make a retreat or do something with those Wither Mines still kind of run in there. Oh wow, that's a big drop. That's a big drop. Immediately getting spotted though. That's a good scan. That's a really good scan there by Dream. Whoa. What? Oh, that's just funny. Seeing the observer there, moving about. Eagle Eye Dream, they call him. Fourth base for Patience here, already on the way as well. Actually, mining, I mean. It's only on the way for Dream. Did I see a Ghost Academy finish up? Yes, we did. As the +3 weapons and the +2 armor are being constructed. Patience still only going for the +2. Now, upgrade advantages not the biggest of deals for the Protoss. Usually they do alright with just the regular no upgrades as well. Terran though, they have a very quick rate of fire, so every single upgrade is very important for them. Skills up their units quite a bit, and it is quite a power spike. Man, the vision of our blue Protoss here is just absolutely ridiculous as well. You're seeing everything. Look at this. He knows. He knows exactly what's going on here. On the left side, there's a big push coming in. That's quite a lot of Marauders. Again, not super impressed with the splitting of the units here for Dream. Right? Not putting some Marauders or something like that in the front. So having a rough time overall, really negating the firepower of those... oh, the target fire on the Medivacs. That was nuts. Dream there getting a bit cocky, thinking like, alright, well, I'll just do this then. I'll just drop right on top of you, boy. What are you gonna do? And then it's like, alright, well, I guess I'll just shoot your Medivacs. Fair enough, fair enough. And Dream moves away. His own 4th base now finally has been established. Patience already on a 5th base though, so definitely maintaining hold of that economic advantage here. Uh-oh. Alright, coming from 2 angles, that's pretty good for this. Needs to get good EMPs. Oh, disruptor shots. Okay, doesn't manage to make the hit there. Okay, the second one also not magnificent. The third should be intercepted. There we go, gets targeted down. This looks like it's going to be an alright fight, but oh, the Marauders, they're so low HP. Maybe a little bit overstimming there, overzealous to chase down this army. Or was it? They are still doing well, but they are very quickly dying now because of all those swipes of the Colossi right there, swiping left and right at the same time. It's like the most confusing person to find on Tinder. Not quite sure what they want to do. Alright, so Dream, I'd say that was an okay battle for him, because he did manage to take out all the Colossi, all the Disruptors, and they are the main bulk, the main beef of the Protoss army here, right? Reinforcing everything with gateway units. Not gonna be that useful for Patience here, right? He wants to reclaim those big, beefy robotics facility units. And, well, he only has a single one. He's making a second, so he's working on it. But, yeah, it looks like it may not be the easiest task. Now, that being said, he does have an insane economy here, so maybe just the gateway units are already going to be enough in this situation. Because, man, oh man, it does seem to be quite the handful here. All the zealots in the 4th and as well in the 3rd. Not enough units here to really combat the zealots at this moment in time. There we go, kind of getting some cluster of units together now. A big drop on the right side as well, actually. This base could be in a lot of trouble. Shield battery overcharge does come into play, but well-placed liberators here make it very difficult for the gateway forces to engage this location here. There we go, jimping forwards. Like a little jimper that he is. Oh, lovely positioning here for the Terran. He's trying his best to get the most efficient trades going. Doesn't get the Nexus. It goes very close though, but gets an alright trade. Quite efficient, so that's what he needs to keep doing, right? Protoss has more money coming in. Terra needs to trade more efficiently. That is just the way the cookie crumbles. 6th base here actually already, of course, though. Mining away. Dream in a position where he needs to do something about this. Well, he needs to ramp up his own greed as well. Let's see, this is quite the scary army. He does have +3/+3, of course. Only a single armor upgrade on these zealots, and that is not helping them out. That's why they're dying so quickly at this moment. Alright, so far, Patience does hold on though. Does manage to maintain a foothold here on his 6 bases. Base on the right side as well, actually. Quite a couple of cannons now. 2 Colossi and Zealots. This should be salvageable, right? This should not go the way of the Dodo here, this base. This should be okay. Patience wants to get rid of these forces here, but not quite being able to do so. It's quite the weird trait on the left side. There's still a sufficient enough army to stop any advancements there as well. Dream. Oh, Dream coming in with a massive flank right now. On top of that, Colossi, the Zealots here warping in. Big EMP. And taking a bit of damage. It's actually funny how you want to EMP probably after they've been warped in instead of before. Because they keep regaining shield as they're warping in here. Right, Dream now assembling all his forces together on the right side of the map here. Really aiming towards getting rid of this Nexus. And he's got a good shot of doing so. Zealots, gotta be careful with the mines on that high ground. On both sides. Although the ones over here are all, well, empty on gunfire right now. And the Nexus, again, it lives once more. I don't know how. I don't know exactly what mysterious voodoo magic Patience has been using on that Nexus, but it has survived quite something else. Continuous just bombardment, relentless fire on top of that base, and yet it seems to be okay. Seems to be doing rather well for itself here. Still mining happily along. No fear in the world. Okay, recall right there, salvaging the Zealots. Let's take another glance at the units lost tab here. Definitely going in favor for Dream still. But we've mentioned before, there's a lot of extra income here for Patience, so I'm not sure. If this keeps going like this, right, at the end, it would come down to whether or not Patience is able to deny or take control of one of the bases of Dream. If this keeps going very, very much longer. Not so sure if we will get there. It's kind of rare for games like this to go that long. But with the way they've been trading, and it does seem possible. Although this is quite the predicament that the army of Patience is finding himself in right now. A lot of Colossi on the right side, and actually just fighting lone marauders right now. The Stalkers do seem to be able to manage well enough on the left side. One more Colossi on the 1 HP here. Okay, again, a bit of a stalemate. I would not assume that Patience is going to be pushing forwards here. Is he? Oh boy, it's looking like he will be. He's got a lot of Zealots actually as reinforcements. Maybe this is going to work out. Let's see, Widowmines. Bit of friendly fire there, but do manage to get rid of all those Zealots. Couple of them going back into disrupting the flow of the mining here. More Stalkers coming in as reinforcements. This is quite the crazy game. This is a really good game, actually. This is an insane game, really. Alright, so patience here, finding a couple of units on the right side again. Right, those zealots trying to disturb the mining, make things difficult, make life difficult as much as possible. Oh, Dream, Dream chasing down a observer there, and then suddenly finding the entire Protoss army. It's like a scene in a movie. The fog of war is relentless. Pulling the SCVs here as well. I'm not sure if he has to, but you know what? Rather safe than sorry, I suppose. Dream really trying to target the SCVs down. Not sure if that was the right call. Now there is. Oh, there's a lot of zealots here, surrounding everything. Again, that economy full patience coming into shine, being able to get those zealots out in just ginormous waves over now. Alright, this should be held though. Widow Mines, yeah, there we go. The Widow Mines are still very powerful. Bit surprised that we keep seeing orbital command centers here for Dream, right? He's just not going for the planetary fortresses. And the planetaries should be able to kind of negate this type of harassment. But guess he doesn't need to. Guess he doesn't need to. Patience had ran dry. Didn't have the money anymore. GG is called. And Dream takes game number 5.